It's the championship game of the 2018 Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. From the Plymouth Ice Center, the Maple Grove Crimson taking on the Edina Hornets. Hello and welcome to The Pick. John Jacobson along with Dan Fick. And Dan, a rematch of last year's Turkey Trot final on CCX. Edina won that one, their 7th Turkey Trot championship. And both teams pretty happy with how things went in their first games last night. Maple Grove winning 5-2 and Edina with a 5-1 win.
Yeah, both came out firing. I mean, Edina came out, got 21 shots in the first period, couldn't get the puck in the net, and then all of a sudden, second period, just bang, 5 goals, and they were off and running to the races. Maple Grove, surprisingly, came out really aggressive, 19 shots, and just went after Wayzata in the beginning and just ran away with the game.
Yeah, 90 shots total between the two teams on net, so I think both coaches happy with that part of it. I know Todd Berglund from Maple Grove said that's one thing we had problems with last year. Granted, it's only one game, but a good start for each of these clubs.
Yeah, well, Edina's Edina. We know what we're going to get with Edina. They never rebuild. They just reload. 3rd place last year, good hockey team. They play the game as you're supposed to play it. Maple Grove, this might be a special year. The K-Boys are back, as we're going to see, but their Bantam AA team is a state champion last year. A lot of good, skilled young players coming, and they're very excited about what they got. They're fast, they're skilled, they can play the game, and they showed it last night.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Hornets. They're the visitors tonight. Jet Jungled, we've called his name for a number of years in the Edina program. Over 20 goals last year, got off to a good start last night, a goal and an assist.
Yeah, 64 points last year. Really through the section of the state tournament, was really one of their leaders. Put up 7 goals throughout the whole thing. Really a tremendous hockey player. He's fast, he's quick, he's got great hands. Yeah, but as you can see, he can fire the puck too. We will keep our eye on number 22 tonight.
And from Maple Grove, Tyler Kostelecki had a couple of goals last night in the Crimson win over the Trojans. He'll play collegiately at Arizona State.
You know, not as many points, only 28, but we love saying that name anyway. But he's very fast, very quick. He sees the ice very well. Probably should shoot a little bit more. He's a little generous with the puck and maybe should hold it for himself. Let's see if he can get on the board tonight a little bit more and end this season goes. Start firing that puck a little bit more and get the Crimson off to another good start.
We talked about Maple Grove and those kids that are coming off that AA Bantam team. You know, 3 sophomore and D. We'll see how they hold up tonight against Edina. That's a lot of firepower that the green and white will bring tonight.
Yeah, really. I mean, if you're going to start out, let's go out up against the best and see that pace and stuff. And, you know, their goaltender, he's new, not experienced. He came off the Bantam team. Well, he's going to get thrown in the frying pan tonight. Let's see how they do with that.
Should be a great one. We saw a great 3rd place game, Wayzata beating Holy Family in overtime. The championship game coming up in minutes here on CCX. It is Edina and Maple Grove Turkey Trot 2018. That comes to you live next here on CCX Sports.
Do you hear what I want? This holiday season, give the gift of self-love with a Simonson Salon and Spa gift card. Manicures, pedicures, facials, massages. Delight everyone on your list with Express to Indulgent Spa experiences. A bonus gift is yours with qualifying in-store gift card purchase. Online gift certificates are also available. Visit Simonsons.com for more details. Oh, what fun it is to give at Simonson Salon and Spa.
When we found out that we were pregnant, we were just elated. We were just sitting there waiting for the pediatrician. She said she won't be taking you in as a client.
We are a lesbian couple, but she's just a baby. She's the one you're denying the service to.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. And then I kept taking them whenever I could get them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
the Plymouth Ice Center. Turkey Trot Tournament Championship, Edina and Maple Grove. Edina 5-1 win over Holy Family Friday night. Maple Grove 5-2 win against the Wayzata Trojans. We get ready for the teams to hit the ice here for tonight's championship game. Edina out first. This tournament goes back to 2002 since we started sponsoring this event that was put together first by Wayzata head coach Carl Davis back then. Burnsville was an early tournament entrant. They won our first tournament back in 02. Then Wayzata the next three. Edina, Wayzata. Maple Grove has won it just once. They've been in a number of times. In 2011, the Crimson were tournament champions. Then a run of three for Edina again. Holy Family won its only tournament championship 2 years ago. Edina again last year winning their 7th title. We'll find out in a couple of hours who's going to go on the bottom right there.
Well, maybe Maple Grove will get a chance to win their 2nd win, for heaven's sakes. We don't know yet. I'm expecting a really good close game, John. I really am. I think Maple Grove might be a little bit of a surprise. It wasn't on anybody's radar this year, so we'll see what happens.
Edina coming in ranked in the preseason. Let's Play Hockey preseason poll, Dan, and the team that you always expect to be among the state's elite. They finished 3rd in Class AA last year, lost in the semifinals, and came back and won the 3rd place game. A couple of sophomores starting in goal tonight. Jack Winicky, sophomore, at 27 saves last night on 29 shots. Gets the call again between the pipes for Maple Grove.
Starts out with a .931 save percentage. Had a good night last night, my God. He turned away, you know, like I said, 27 of 29. Good experience against his first game out.
And Loudon Hogg gave up 1 goal in the first period against Holy Family, but finished the night with 22 saves. Also a sophomore, gets the call again here tonight.
We'll see how he does. He was .957. A good team in front of him, and we'll see if the Crimson can put him to the test and see what he's made of.
Edina have been introduced, and now the Crimson, starting 6, will be introduced here at Plymouth Ice Center. The 3rd place game. Wayzata trailed much of the night, Dan, but they come back and get a late goal in the 3rd period with about a minute to play, and then the Trojans win it in overtime against Holy Family.
They were behind for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden put one in, and then they got a beauty. Oh, they'd worked so hard the whole game and finally worked hard to get one in, and then they just put a tic-tac-toe goal together to win it in overtime, and all that hard work was rewarded.
Let's look at Kurt Childs, veteran head coach of Edina. Josh Harding to his left. We had him as an intermission guest in the first game, and former Wild goaltender, now part of the Edina staff. But Kurt Childs done a great job since he took over. Boy, he's been with the program a long time now, and had a lot of success not only in this tournament, but obviously at the state tournament in St. Paul. Todd Berglund brought his team to the state tournament a couple of years ago. 2017 was Maple Grove's 2nd state tournament appearance, and he's done a good job with what has really been a good program since the school opened some 21 years ago.
Bergie just doesn't bring a lot of enthusiasm at all to his program. We just love talking to him. He's always optimistic. He's full of energy, and he just loves his kids, and he's just fun to be around. He's been a nice addition to the coaching staff at Maple Grove.
Now we are set to go. Edina and their road greens with the gold and white trim. Maple Grove in their home white with the crimson numbers. Kyle Kukkonen, the face-off against Jet Jungles, and we are underway with our championship game. Maple Grove winning the opening face-off and bringing the puck in to the Edina zone. They'll work it out to the left point. Jack Dorholt can keep it in the zone. Flip back in by Nick Lockbla, but Edina controls there. Mason Reiners behind his net. Now up the wing. Cross-ice pass intended for Liam Malmquist. Too far, an early icing on Edina.
John, I would expect a fast pace right off the get-go here. Once they get settled in, it's going to rock and roll up and down the ice. Looking at Maple Grove, they've only got 6 seniors on this roster, so it's a fairly young team that's going to have to gain some experience quickly here.
Ostelecki wins the face-off, shot toward the net. swept away by Mike Borlicki before it could get all the way back to Hogg in net. That's center ice, pushed to the blue line by the Hornets. They get it into the zone briefly and then shot back out by Tyler Kostelecki. Edina regroups at their blue line. Rink-wide pass out to center to Malmquist. Back onto the stick of Borlicki. Trying to feed it ahead to Grant Morton. That was broken up. Edina again regains control. Out to center. Onto the stick now of Morton. Shot from the top of the circle. Fired high by Malmquist. Trying to keep it in at the left point. Nick Williams lost it there as Maple Grove brings it out. Sam Jacobs with it. He'll shoot it down as Maple Grove makes a change. Around his net with a head of steam comes Borlicki. Takes a hit as he came to center ice. Got the puck into the zone. Shot to the front of the net. Up the boards. Peeler takes a check and that causes a turnover. Nevers with it. Mason Nevers. Back out. Blue line. Williams. Right point. Shot away. Fired hard at Winnicke. And the shot by Borlicki and sent down by Maple Grove. They ice the puck and will bring it back to the Crimson zone with 15-17 to play here in the first period.
Well, all of a sudden, quickly and quietly, the Hornets start putting some pressure on in the Maple Grove zone. It's going to be a challenge for the Maple Grove D here. They're young. A lot of sophomores playing D here. They're going to play 3 at a time down there. They're going to get their experience quick against a very quick and smart Edina team.
Rugemer wins the face-off shot. Winnicke makes the save on Bishop. Puck up out of play. They've been worse. Number 16 had a goal last night. Take this face off, wins it back to Bishop. Another shot, traffic in front, try to bang at it. And Worst nearly got it in, but stopped there, and back comes Maple Grove. Stelgis into the zone, gets a shot that goes off the stick of Gunnar Johnson and out of the left boards, still in the Edina zone. Onto the stick of Worst. And now it's Bishop to bring it up. Senior D. Shoot it down into the Maple Grove zone. He'll go off for a change. Lock the love for Maple Grove. Onto the left wing. Cleared up to center. Picked off by Edina. Pass out to center. Jake Boltman will shoot it down into the Crimson zone. Dorholt for Maple Grove there. Now Latvala up the boards. Cleared by Trevor Kukkonen, but not out. Left side, Dorholt out to center. Picked off by Jungles. Can't gain control. Battle at the blue line. And shot into the zone and onto the stick of Spencer Dahlquist. Back behind the net it goes to Dorholt. Cleared by Maple Grove. Here's a chance. Trevor Kukkonen skating in. Kukkonen gets cut off. Trailer gets a shot on net. And the save made. Dahlquist put it in on Hogg.
Quick strike here, counter strike by the Crimson here, coming in with Tyler Kukkonen coming in. That's the younger brother.
Trevor Kukkonen and Kyle Kukkonen. And Tyler Kostelecki. So we got a handful of names for you.
All right, I got to get settled in and get settled on these names, John. Too many Kukkonens.
Back into the Maple Grove zone. Cleared out to the blue line. Hornets keep it in. Deep drive toward the net and behind it. Borst back to the blue line, and then the Hornets lose it. Borst picks it back up onto the stick of Dahlquist of Maple Grove. He'll play it across for a defensive pairing there. Nelson now deep into the zone. A shot away. Hogg the save, and then it's cleared away. Good quick shot by Jacobs. And Hogg has to make another stop. Crimson fire it up out of play. We get a stoppage here with 13:10 to play. And in the first period, good pace to the first 4 minutes here, Dan.
Well, it's nice. You see Edina getting into good flow, especially through the neutral zone. You can see here counter strikes by the Crimson coming through. They're getting 1 or 2 in, but they only get a shot or they get a deflected shot, and bang, Edina's bringing it back out again. Maple Grove needs to get a little more sustained attack with 3 people coming into the zone.
Blue line shot away and hits traffic. The boards from center. Here comes Maple Grove and fired wide of the net by Reller. Peeler with a good check back behind the net, but it's Edina that emerges his own with the puck. Here's Warlicki. Pass ahead, trying to feed it onto the stick of Kavanaugh, just a touch too far, and it's icy.
Well, you could see it though, John, right? You could see the play that Warlicki was setting up. Nice idea. I was talking to Coach Rom before the first game, the third place game, and he said Edina's good that when you make a mental mistake, they know exactly what to do to capitalize on it and make you pay for it.
There comes Edina after winning the face-off, fired wide of the net by Jungles. After it is Kyle Kukkonen behind his net for Dorhold. Dorhold, nice pass out to center, on to Kukkonen's stick. Kukkonen tried to put it toward the net. Jake Boltman was there to stop it though. Hornets will come out. Morton ahead. Here comes Jungle trying to split through the D. Couldn't get all the way through. He's taken out of the play as Maple Grove nicely turns it back offensively now. It's Trevor Kukkonen. Back out to his brother Kyle. Stick out in front. Hog the save. Another shot away. That's deflected high up into the air. Knocked down by the Crimson. And it's going to be a hand pass against Maple Grove as soon as Janicki played it.
Just love that when there's the hand pass, everybody knows that everybody just sits there and hesitates, nothing happens. But you can see the Kukkonen starting to get it together here a little bit now and trying to put a play together.
And a shot away at off Hog's glove. And the rebound try that gets blocked.
That's blocked, yeah.
Off the face-off here, a shot that gets blocked by the Crimson. Maple Grove will sweep it out of their zone. And it will be icing on the Crimson.
Well, just a little bit off there, but I like the pressure that was caused there. Sam Jacobs going down and trying to get a play forced. I like that.
Kostelecki winning the face-off. Here's a turnover and a shot in deep, and the save made by Winicki.
Boy, great save by Winicki here. Right in tight, got that leg pad out just in time.
Edina controls again at center. Nevers. Not blocked. And gets taken out of the play by Kernan. Back out to the blue line. Fanning on the shot there was Gunnar Johnson. Still kept in the zone by Edina as Delaney kept it in. Now Delaney with it. It's a pass ahead. Too far for Borst. Maple Grove had it briefly, but Edina is again able to keep the puck in the zone. Getting a lot of zone time here on Maple Grove. Shot gets deflected a couple of times and then steered away by Winicki. Round to the right boards. Peeler will try to clear it out, but can't. Now onto the stick of Nelson. Rink wide, it comes, and Reller will get it up, feed it up the wing. Leafblad goes down as he was coming in on that left wing. Behind his net, Williams changes directions and gives the pass up to Warlicki. Up the left wing, speeds Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh going after it hard. Collision back behind the net. And taking the worst of that was Cal Thomas, sophomore defenseman for Maple Grove. Shot from the blue line. Glove saved by Winicki on Warlicki's shot.
Well, the physicality's starting to pick up here, but boy, you can see the jets on some of these Hornets there. Kavanaugh just rolled by Maple Grove D down there, and then bang, one of the Crimson D just got rocked.
Shots on goal so far 5-1 in favor of Edina.
And so far it hasn't been close. Edina right now is having the best of this game, and it's not even close.
Malmquist feeds it out in front. Shot away. Winicki makes a huge save and then cleared away by Latvala. A wave off icing, and back for it comes Reiners. Mason Reiners stops. Now feeds the pass up from Morton. The Jungles carrying in right wing. They'll go to the corner along with Dorholt, who went down. Jungles picks the puck back up, feeds it back out. Blue line. Puck goes back behind the net. And Maple Grove controls and gets it out of their zone. Boltman back for it for the Hornets. They'll leave it for Reiners. Maple Grove intercepts on a turnover by Edina. Shot away. It's blocked before it gets through to Hogg. Another turnover. Here's Kukkonen. He fans on it. Trevor Kukkonen. Then he gets pinned to the boards, and back come the Hornets. Jungles feeds it off on his left. Back to the right wing, and Horst gets taken out of the play nicely. Round to the left boards. Williams. Back behind the net. Malmquist comes back out. Right point for Licky. To the left circle under the stick of Malmquist. Back behind the net. Centering pass. Then back onto the stick of Williams. Left point. Shot away. And just getting a piece of that was Jack Winicky. And cleared down the ice by Maple Grove. So the icing on the Crimson. Played a little over half of this first period so far. And no score, but Edina so far really controlling the tempo and getting the Lions shots of the share of the shots on goal.
That last 45 seconds looked like Edina was on power play, and they were 5-on-5. I mean, they're really moving, getting spacing, moving the puck to each other very, very well.
Edina keeping the puck down in this Maple Grove zone. Shot away. Winicky makes another stop. On the left side, and Crimson able to clear it, but just to center before Edina fires it right back in. Ethan Elias for Maple Grove. Off for Thomas. The boards up to center ice. Stell just took a check there. It's down into the Edina zone, where Williams has it for the Hornets. Lost it there to Jacobs. Jacobs in turn loses it. Nevers has it. Now onto the stick of Williams. The Borst gets tied up at the blue line. Puck comes out to center. And Edina comes in. Delaney goes back behind the net as Edina goes off for a change. Play to the corner, back to the blue line, put out in front, cleared but not out. Hornets get it for Licky. Fires a shot away, tip, and puck deflects back behind the end of the left of the net. Crimson trying to clear as it's Kernan. They'll fire it down, and it's another icing coming up here on Maple Grove. It's all they can do is to keep the pressure off of Jack Winicky.
It's you can tell the sophomore or the inexperience of the Crimson right now. They're shook. Right now, they're more concerned about when the Hornets going to get to them before moving the puck rate. They're not looking, they're not seeing, they're just throwing the puck. And a few times there, they got it to the wrong spot. The Hornet has not been able to capitalize, but it's going to come if they don't settle down. They're in trouble right now.
Still no score, though, here in the first period. The Hornets will bring it back in again. Worst along the left boards, trying to push it down deeper now from the blue line, and Winicky, good stop, comes off the glass. Played there by Dahlquist around the boards. Crimson get it out, and we have a whistle. And a faceoff is going to come back in the Maple Grove end to the right of Jack Winicky.
Edina right now is playing at a pace that they play at. They know where they're going with the puck. They know where each other's at. Crimson right now have got to start getting some physical bodies on them to slow them down. Take them off their control game.
And a penalty coming up here on Edina.
That's going to help them.
Grant Morton is going to go off here for Edina. Slashing.
Okay.
Each team scored 5 goals last night. Neither team scored a power play goal, though. All even strength. So Maple Grove will look for their first power play of the season, first power play goal. You want to have a good 2 minutes here, Dan. I mean, obviously you want to get a goal, but you want to build some momentum. Your offense hasn't been doing much. There's a good shot on net. Hogg the save. Another shot, and that one goes just wide. Tyler Kostelecki sends it back out. Here's Nelson, who had the first shot on net in this power play. Kyle Kukkonen with it. Trevor Kukkonen, a shot and a goal.
There you go.
The senior had a goal and an assist last night. Gets a power play goal, and Maple Grove leads 1-0.
That's where your seniors step up, John, right there and lead you right there. Took advantage of it. And, you know, this is a time of the season where you don't practice on your power play. You've been trying to put your team together. You've been trying to get find out who's going to play. And just Trevor stepped up. He found a spot, and he nailed it and put it away. And gave him a lead, and that's going to take a little pressure off right there. Yeah, I think you'll find it in this tournament, they get more practice running a power play than they have in practice before they got here. Now we'll see how Edina responds. They were down 1-0 last night, the Holy Family, after one, so I'm not sure it's going to affect them. They'll keep coming at you.
Kostelecki will get the lone assist on the goal by Trevor Kukkonen. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the opening period. Championship game with the CCX Turkey Trot Tournament for 2018, hosted by the Wayzata Trojans. Wayzata took the third place trophy tonight, and their JV playing Edina in the championship of the junior varsity tournament going on in Ring C here at Plymouth. Out come the Hornets now into the Crimson zone. Nevers carried it and cut off though by the Crimson. Left ahead, here's Reller trying to come in. He's taken out of the play. Peeler though was trailing the play and gets it in on goal is Maple Grove. A little pressure there. You get a whistle and the face-off down in the Hornet zone. The Giles doesn't look terribly
not real
pleased.
happy. No, they're not real happy with that little loosey-goosey play by the Edina in their defensive zone there.
Turnover by the Hornets. There's a chance, a shot away. Hogg the save, and he makes another one. Back-to-back stops on Will Peeler. Oh, that was dangerously close to being 2-0 Crimson.
Yeah, turnovers will kill you, and that will drive a coach right up a wall.
Turnover by Maple Grove now down on their own end. Hornets circling, back out it comes. Oh, and then pops over the stick of Nick Williams, and they've got to regroup. Dvorecki, he'll bring it in right side. Mike Dvorecki driving toward the net, centering attempt, and puck comes free. And Maple Grove trying to skate out of there with it, but can't. Shot toward the net, banked off the boards by Thomas. Shot back in by Dvorecki. Back behind the Crimson goal, where Elias has it. Picked off by Jungles in the neutral zone. Crimson back in their own end and backhanded by Trevor Kukkonen out. Kukkonen now will shoot it down into the Edina zone. Rink-wide pass out to center. Out in front of Morton too far, and it's on to Dorhold's stick. Latva being it up the boards. Banked ahead, trying to get it into Kyle Kukkonen too far. Icing on the Crimson.
We got a good opportunity here, and good shot, good save, and gives up the rebound. And the Hog right now, I've noticed, has been giving up some rebounds here. That could come to cost him later. Kept that leg pad down on that. But the turnovers here have been kind of interesting back and forth. Now, the Crimson, since that goal's been scored, they've been taking a little more control time, looking where they're putting the puck, and they've been getting the puck out of the zone. It's been a little choppy, but they've been doing better at that. The other thing they got to do is start blocking some shots, and they've done a few of those.
Maple Grove gets it to center. Rock bin, back bin by Borst. He shot it back behind the net, but now it's Dorhold with it. Up the wing, Sam Jacobs Lost at center, turned back by Reiners. Here comes Edina again. Shot by Delaney, got deflected. It's behind the net. They're trying to center it out in front. Hornets keep it in, dropping it to the corner, but onto the stick of Blockvilla. Rink wide pass behind Jacobs. Edina will shoot it back in. Over-skated. And Maple Grove gains control again, shooting it out. Edina right back to the blue line. Big shot away, but a little wide of the net by Nevers. Nevers will get it back from Boltman. Maple Grove with it behind its net, and they give it up. Turnover by the Crimson, a chance in front. A shot and a rebound, they score.
There you go.
Kevin Delaney, senior, had 2 goals last night. Gets Edina on the board here, and it's 1-1.
Get the puck on net and get more men around the net than the other team, or at least equal to. Delaney right down there. Good move here and drops the puck beautifully. Shot comes in, and there's Delaney standing there. Even though he's getting rubbed, he gets a stick down, just drops it in. Look at Delaney. He's coming back to the front of the net, and he takes a shortcut and puts the backhand on it, puts it away. Got a tie game. Nice comeback by the Hornets. Good answer.
So now we're tied up with just 1:20 to play here in the first period. Nevers and Reiners gets the assist on the Delaney goal. Now here come the Hornets again with a minute to go. They get it down into the Crimson zone, steered away by Winicky. Pressure put on by the Hornets. And taking a check into the boards was Kukkonen. Edina intercepts though with Malmquist. Here's a shot away from the blue line, and Winicky makes the save on the shot by Nick Williams.
I like that a lot. Winicky just stopping the play. He needs to do that a little bit more often. Get a frozen puck, let everything get a change. Even though you got to take a face off, at least get a change. Well, that Nevers line for Edina has really been smoking tonight, hasn't it? They've been winning face-offs. They really get in there tight, and they really work hard.
Off the face-off, Crimson able to clear it out. Boltman skates back into his own zone. Up on the wing to Reiners. And it comes to Nevers. Mason Nevers pass across just a little bit behind Malmquist. Hornets don't keep it in. Boltman dumping it down the wing to Malmquist. To the corner, Nevers. Shot for the net. Save made by Winicky. We're down to 15 seconds to play in the period. Cleared by the Crimson out. This will go for icing, and we'll face it off presumably just one more time with 7.6 seconds to go in the first period. Jay Wilcox will be with us in between periods. We'll hear from each of the 2 coaches here tonight. Maple Grove just trying to tie up and kill off these last few seconds, and they do.
Smart play.
And we go to the first intermission, and Picken tied 1-1.
Well, good fast-paced period. I think Edina came out showing what they can do, what they are. Just a nice, smooth, even game. They gave up the first one, but still, I think they're playing the game they want to play. Crimson, it was iffy there in the first period. Got stuck back on their heels. They got a power play and took advantage of it. Good teams do that. And played hard even, but they're going to have to make some adjustments here in between periods. They got to change their game a little bit because they're getting outplayed.
1-1 our score of the championship game of the Turkey Trot tournament here from Plymouth Ice Center. We'll take a break, come back with our first intermission. You're watching live hockey on CCX Sports.
I got some Oxy after I hurt my neck. First I took them to feel better. Then I just kept taking them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more. opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center. We are tied up at a goal apiece after one period of the championship game of the Turkey Trot Tournament. Edina and Maple Grove are joined by Crimson head coach Todd Berglund. And Todd, tell me what you thought of your team's play that first period.
Well, quite honestly, we were a little sloppy. I think we got to button up some turnovers in those gray zones. We talked about it before the game. I think, maybe it was just a little jitters. I think we're a young team, so again, I think we'll button it up. We'll be fine. Again, nice power play goal, a good puck movement, and that's what we needed. Now we're just going to come at them hard because I think we're certainly capable of playing with them, and we're just going to pick up the energy a little bit more now.
You guys got a nice win on that first night, and I know talking to you last week, I got the feeling that you're feeling pretty good about the possibilities for your team this year. Talk about that first win and just your team overall this season.
Well, again, a good game last night. Again, it's always fun to play Wayzata. The atmosphere was great. Wayzata buzzed. But I like our energy. I like the composure of the kids, the excitement. Again, the way we moved the puck, we got lots of shots on the nets, a lot of good shots in those key areas that we needed to make happen, and it all worked well. So, again, I'm very optimistic about this group. They work hard, off the charts work ethic, and we're going to cause fits for a lot of teams, and I'm quite excited about it. So, going to be a fun year.
Last thing for you, Coach. What does this opening weekend do for your team and all four teams to get ready for a tough schedule?
Well, again, it sets the stage, obviously. You got four really good hockey teams here, and coming into it, you're not going to be clean, and everything's not going to be perfect because you haven't had an opportunity to work on systems and all those fine details. But to play this level of competition is always fantastic. Great teams, great culture, and again, these things only make us better, and it's always been fun to participate in the Turkey Trot. You guys do a fantastic job, and it's just great for the kids.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way here.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
That's Todd Berglund, the head coach of the Maple Grove Crimson. His team had a lead. Edina scoring late in the period to tie it up, so we're at 1-1 after one period of the 2018 Turkey Trot Tournament Championship. We'll be back with more of our live coverage here at Plymouth Ice Center in just a moment.
Is it pretty?
Daddy.
It's pretty.
Maybe I'll say it.
Welcome back here to Plymouth. We are in the first intermission of the championship game of the Turkey Trot Tournament with Edina and Maple Grove all tied up at a goal apiece. Well, earlier in our third place game, a thrilling finish. It was Wayzata coming out on top 2-1. over Holy Family, and we've got the guy who scored the game winner, one of the captains for the Trojans, Michael North, and talk about that play and how exciting it was to end the game that way for you.
It was really great. The puck came up to the wall to our winger, Nick Gardner, and he, I ended up coming out of the zone and then coming back in. He throws the puck to me in the slot, and I just shoot and score. And then game over.
You guys played a really strong second period and third, I thought, but it came down to the last minute, still trailing by one. How special was it to keep coming at them and get that goal with an extra attacker out there?
I mean, it was really great because, we came out, we really deserved to win. We just kept on, pounding on the shots, and all of a sudden we got that one right with like a minute left, and all the momentum was swaying our way, and then we got the last one. It was great.
You guys get to host the Turkey Trot tournament. It's a packed building tonight, and I think it's really a nice showcase for all four teams, but maybe in particular your team being the host like this. How much fun is this tournament to be a part of?
Oh, it's always a blast. I mean, we always look forward to these two games over the weekend, throughout the summer training. This is one of the great things we love to do. We have the great opportunity to do, so we love it.
You guys have a lot of new faces in the lineup, and obviously each season's a new one, but what's your overall feeling about your team coming into this season?
I think we're really coming together nicely. We got a lot of kids who can play the game. I mean, they're young, but I really like the way they're coming together, and we're playing as a team.
Thanks, sir. Thanks so much for joining us. Good luck the rest of the season here, too.
Thank you.
That's Michael North, who had the game winner in the third place game for Wayzata as they pull out a 2-1 win, scoring late in regulation and then winning it in overtime on Michael's goal. We'll be back with more of our coverage here of the championship between Maple Grove and Edina coming up in just a moment. You're watching the Turkey Trot on CCX Sports.
I came from 5 generations of teachers. Losing my job was the bottom falling out of my world.
I try to keep up with what these young people is doing and knowing.
I was at work and I just got a text from a number that I didn't know.
I sent him a text. He texts me back and say, "Who dis?" And I just thought that was the funniest thing.
The next few weeks, you just made fun of me, would answer the door and say, "Who dis?"
Who dis?
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org.
America, let's do lunch.
Meals on Wheels gives me a chance to be totally selfless. More than the food itself, a lot of seniors don't have family. So just to have someone to talk to, just to say, "Hey, how was your day?" that means so much more than a meal could ever mean. We have to look outside of ourselves to be that lifeline to other people. It's worth it.
Edina 1, Maple Grove 1 through one period of play. Championship game of the 2018 Turkey Trot Tournament, sponsored by CCX Media. Dan, and Edina, the better team. Scoreboard shows it's 1-1, but they certainly skated well, I thought, in that first 17 minutes.
Yeah, they flowed well together. A lot of guys touched the puck. They moved it well together. They knew where each other was going to be in a lot of instances, and never got into really trouble. The only area they got trouble was they took a penalty and got scored in the power play. But aside from that, they weren't in too much trouble. They look real good right now.
You heard Coach Berglund talk about turnovers. You got to clean some of those up, and every coach will say that. Maple Grove just about had one after Edina had coughed one up when it was 1-0, almost made it 2-0. So I think there's always things to work on, as all these coaches have told us this weekend, an opening weekend of play. You want to be 2-0 at the end of the day, but you want to improve from night to night and just give yourself kind of a baseline where you can build on the rest of the season against some great competition.
Every one of these teams looks at themselves as one of the elite programs. Okay, they do. So these games are important, but they're not. These build toward January. Every one of these teams plays murderous schedules. I mean, they're going to play the top 10 in the state, period. What they're concerned about is end of February and March. That's what they're looking to.
Highlights from the first period of play as we look at that. Loudon Hogg making 5 saves in the first half on 6 shots on net. The other end, Jack Winicke's been a little more busy, but he's been able to turn away 11 shots so far. There's the first goal. That was a power play goal scored by Trevor Kukkonen, assisted by Tyler Kostelecki. That came at 11:22. And here's a play I was talking about right after Edina turned it over, and Hogg had to make a couple of big saves there on Will Peeler. And then Edina getting one on the rebound goal scored by Kevin Delaney, getting his 3rd of the season. The assist on Delaney's goal going to Reiners, who had the initial shot, and also Mason Nevers. There's the shots on goal and the scoring chances, and that Dan mentioned just the one penalty, and Maple Grove able to cash in on that with the power play. A good clean game in that first period of play.
Well, we'll see if Maple Grove can make some adjustments here and adjust to the speed of the Hornets right now. And see what they can do in this game to kind of even it up a little bit for themselves.
CCX would like to thank our telecast sponsors, Malmberg's Garden Center and Nursery and Simonson's Salon and Day Spa. To order a DVD copy of this game, you can go to our website at ccxmedia.org or call 763-533-8196. Crimson back out on the ice now as they look for a little more offensive pressure. We saw the one goal they had, the shots they had after the Edina turnover. Haven't been able to get as much zone time in the Edina end that the Hornets have conversely in the Maple Grove end. Sometimes that just comes with playing Edina, but I think certainly Maple Grove is capable of skating and giving more competitive effort in that second period.
They got to start putting more pressure on the Edina defense in the defensive zone, and that means getting a little more physical, getting into the passing lanes, and disrupting the attack. I mean, Edina had a lot easier time getting out of their zone than Maple Grove did by a long shot. And get that even on defense a little more tired out and more concerned about protecting their zone than getting out of their zone. And I think that'll change it. We saw it in the last game because Ole Family got out of their zone real easy in the first period, and all of a sudden Wayzata clamped down and said, nope, you're not going to do that. And that changed the whole aspect of the game. So we'll see if the Crimson can do that. But so far, we've been pretty impressed with Edina. They are a smooth moving machine so far in the first period. So we'll see what happens here. I'd like to see more pressure on Hogg because he was giving up a lot of rebounds, John. And we'll see if he can hold up to a little bit more consistent pressure.
You saw one of the referees a moment ago standing with Loudon Hogg. I think there's still a little water in front of that Edina net, so they're waiting a few more moments for that to settle in before we get going with the second period.
Yeah, as we're looking at the season, it'll be interesting to see how these two teams get through their schedules, because in a lot of ways, as we look to the season, they will play similar opponents, and we can watch the scores to see how they match up accordingly. Because I'm sure they play Duluth East, they'll play Minnetonka, they'll play a number of the same teams throughout the season. So we'll see who gets better and who doesn't get better, and when it comes down to them, they're in different sections. So there's a chance that maybe we get a preview here of maybe a state tournament quarterfinal or maybe a semifinal.
Edina will play their first home game of the season this coming Thursday against Benilde St. Margaret's. Maple Grove will be at Totino Grace Wednesday, and their first home game Saturday, December 1st, a week from tonight, against Champlain Park. Well, that ice is set to go in front of the Edina net. We are underway. Here's Jungles just inside the Crimson zone, trying to feed it ahead to Malmquist, who has it back out to the blue line to Boltman, right side. From the point, sent back behind the Crimson net. On the stick of Latvala. Turnover right out in front. Turning is Malmquist. Didn't get a shot away, and this one does get to the net. And Winicke makes the save. Boy, Morton had fallen down right in front, too. He had a chance to put one away and fell down when the puck first came out in front of Winicke.
Well, that coughed up right in front of the net with no Crimson anywhere near it to get it out of there. That could have been a fatal turnover. Look at that, boy. That'll cause a goalie to have some nice nightmares at night.
Here's Maple Grove with the puck, pass ahead of Kernan. And it's icing too far ahead, and all the way back to the Crimson zone will go.
Well, Edina's responding right off the bat, saying, nope, nothing's going to change here. We're going to keep playing in your zone. Their quickness, John, is just showing up so well here. They know when to grab the puck, and they know when to get rid of the puck, and they get it to a green jersey.
Kostelecki and Nevers on the face-off, won by Edina. Here come the Hornets trying to pinch in from the circle. Puck cleared away to the corner. Borst back behind the net. And Delaney trying to shove it in, and Wenige's on his backside and covers up. Face-off here in the Crimson zone. Kostelecki and Nevers. Nevers wins the face-off. Shot gets blocked. Back out left point, Williams. Kostelecki, and now it's Kernan able to clear it to the blue line, then turn right back to Edina. Shot back by Borst into the zone. Cleared by Maple Grove up to the blue line off Orlicki's skate. Crimson have it, and over skate and losing the puck was Kernan. Jacobs with it, and then turned away. Back behind the net. Here come the Hornets again. Pass ahead, just too far out in front of Nevers. Cleared by the Crimson out to center ice. Now brought in on the right side by Kostelecki. Shot goes right in front, and Hogg has to make the save. Shot from the boards and face off down in the Hornet zone. That one popped out and right in on the sophomore goalie.
Well, a good one-on-one win down there for the Crimson on the sideboards and get it out front, but nobody was there to really aggravate Hogg there, even when he fumbled it up a little bit.
From the face-off, the puck going to the right corner, cleared by Edina to the blue line, kept in by Maple Grove. Hornets with it again, back behind the net, taking check was Bishop. Shot blocked from Elias' shot from the blue line. Back come the Hornets, and offside. Right in by Worst offside, and the face-off just outside the Maple Grove line.
There was good disruption there from the mid sideboards up in Edina's zone through the neutral zone. It disrupted, threw it offside. So you can see if you can disrupt that flow, things can change. Also, winning a face-off is a big thing, and we don't count that much, but you got to look at that.
Kyle Kukkonen face off against Emmett Worst. Worst wins the face-off, swept into the zone by Rugemer and cleared back out by Maple Grove. Big check.
Oh, yeah.
Big check that. I don't know if it's going to bring a penalty or they just blew the whistle because Janicki off his helmet. He took a hit there from Drew Bishop. Said, welcome to varsity hockey.
That's a nice clean hit. He took his hand off the stick. It wasn't a cross check.
Face off just outside the Hornets blue line now. I passed Drew Bishop before the game. It's a large young man on skates.
Well, welcome to varsity hockey, sophomore. Look at that. Oh, my gosh.
Into the Maple Grove zone. Down the wing. A centering pass and just under the stick of Morton. Back it comes again to number 7, Malmquist. And he lost it. And here comes Maple Grove. Kostelecki on the right wing. Into the zone. To the circle. Kostelecki dropping it back and goes underneath through the skates of Kernan. And the Hornets turn it back with Malmquist. Trying to feed it on the left. Nice break up by Kernan. Maple Grove comes back ahead. Jacobs will fire into the Edina zone. Gain their first Reiners for the Hornets. Feeds it up left side for Malmquist. Rink wide, losing it was Morton, but shot into the Crimson zone. Backhanded up the wing, overskated by Kyle Kukkonen. To the left of the goal, Nelson playing it up, and out of the zone it comes. And shot back in. Here's Malmquist for Edina, fires a shot. That was off the pipe or high off the goalie Winick's skate, or stick rather, and deflected up out of play regardless.
Boy, the Hornets learned how to counterattack. Look at Malmquist coming back right here. That hit the post up top? Sure did. Boy, before you know it, they got the pass off to the guy, and he's in counterattacking on you right now.
Hornets can't control the face-off. Trevor Kukkonen brought it down into the Edina zone. Right by Borst. Can't get it out of the zone. Vorlicki with it for Williams. Back to Vorlicki. Lost it. Played back out. Right point it comes to Elias. Back behind the Edina net. Left boards. Thomas takes a hit. And it scoots past Elias and out of the zone. They'll play it back ahead, and shot by Trevor Kukkonen down into the Hornets end. Hogg leaving it there for Vorlicki. High up now in the corner for the puck. Hornets win that battle, but knocked off the stick of Delaney. Then brought back ahead by the Hornets. Down the boards. Trevor Kukkonen trying to get it past Edina, but can't. Now Kukkonen has it again, and he will flip it out and down into the Edina zone. This will roll far enough for icing.
Got up and in and rolled for an icing. Edina's pressuring. They're pressuring all over the ice. They're pinching up top. They're putting pressure on Maple Grove. Now Maple Grove's got some fight back there. They had a nice little run in the zone there, but boy, they get a shot off and there's nobody there for a rebound or anything like that.
Maple Grove in their own end. Right, ferocious forechucking there by Alex Illies. Trying to force a turnover. Puck comes just outside the blue line, then fired back in by Bishop. Nice check on Kavanaugh as he was fighting for the puck in the corner. Maple Grove will flip it out.
Look at the size of that Hornet line. There's some big boys out there.
Pass ahead gets past Kavanaugh. Maple Grove will get it back behind their net. Akala playing it off for Peeler. Peeler gets checked there by Worst. Back out blue line, teeing up a shot. The save made. Puck still loose out in front. And onto the stick of Morton. Morton turns, sent it toward the net. Maple Grove clears it. And down the ice. Boy, a good shot by Gunnar Johnson from that left point. And Jack Winicky made a big stop.
That was a nice setup. That was a really nice setup and got through. Winicky was in good position just up top of his crease, so he's in it, but he lost it. It got on him quick, John. I'm not sure he saw it all the way. But it'll get on him as he's up at the top of the crease. They're good position, cut the angle down, but he really didn't have control of it. Winicky's done a good job tonight. He's had some really tough saves to make.
There comes Maple Grove now with Tyler Kostelecki. Came through to the middle of the ice to Kernan before Edina cut that off, and now it's Williams back for the Hornets. Williams rink wide off the stick, but controlled by Morton. Morton squeezes deep to the corner. Morton's centering pass went off a Maple Grove skate, deflects to the boards, and picked up there by Chris Kernan. He lost it at center, shot back in by Malmquist. Nelson gets upended, but able to get the puck ahead to Kostelecki. Down into the Edina zone it goes, and Vorlicki has it, and he'll start Edina back. Vorlicki from center, shooting it down into the Crimson end. Left point, your right point rather, kept in by Malmquist. On the boards, big check by Boltman on Trevor Kukkonen. Crimson get it out. Down they come with Janicki. Edina gets it back though. They'll clear it ahead of the Maple Grove zone. This may be icing on Hornets, and it is.
No, Edina is not happy with that particular icing. I'll tell you, there's a big hit coming up right there. Yeah, but that icing, they thought Maple Grove could have played it. I saw something there interesting that maybe Maple Grove ought to start flying a wing out of the zone behind the Edina D to pull this pressure off them. They're all pinching and creating a lot of breaking up the breakout, so to speak. Might be time to try something like that to get that pressure off Maple Grove's defensive zone.
Under 9:20 to play here in the second period. Still tied at 1-1. That was their score after the first period. Shots on goal 16-7 right now in favor of Edina. Here comes Maple Grove. Shot from the top of the circle. Didn't get all the way through and then bounces over the stick of Trevor Kukkonen, and out comes Edina. Jake Boltman. Rink-wide pass across. Centering pass now onto the stick of Nevers. And lost it, returning and fired Delaney. And shot it wide of the net. Backhanded to the blue line, kept in there. And then out past Reiners. Four players battle for it, and finally Maple Grove gains control. Thomas, his pass picked off at center. Worst putting it toward the net. Worst then gets pinned to the boards. Back out to the blue line, shot away, and this time wide by Johnson. Onto the stick of Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh trying to feed it to the side of the net. That gets picked off by Thomas and cleared and iced by Maple Grove.
I get the feeling we're watching the Energizer Bunny here. Every time Edina's just they just switch it on and just move the puck through the zone really well. Get it to a green jersey, move around, generate some nice shots. Winicki's doing a great job, but boy, oh boy, he's going to go to sleep real early tonight once he hits his bed.
Worst and Leafblad on this face-off. Won by Worst. Big shot by Bishop that gets deflected. Cleared out of the zone by Peeler to center. Played back ahead by Edina into the Maple Grove zone. Loffala trying to clear but can't. Right out in front and handing on a chance of not getting much on it, at least Rugemer. And the save made by Winicki. Now back comes Maple Grove out to center. Leafblad now a shot away. That goes wide off Peeler's stick, and Hogg plays it off the end boards and covers it.
Well, that was somewhat of a good string put together, moving the puck out. Some good moves. Winning a face-off here right now would be good. And then just get it in, get somebody in front of Hogg so he can't see it, and get in front of him and get a good shot. Maybe spread it out, get it out to your point, and try to work something out to the point, and then get a shot in on goal.
Maple Grove controlling, get a shot in on Hogg, and he makes the save on the shot by Jacobs.
Winning a faceoff.
Faceoff win for Edina. Jet Jungles. Got Malmquist right out in front, a shot and a big save, a rebound. Angele, wow, that was an excellent opportunity. Grant Morton was the winger crashing down that right side. Couldn't put it away on Winicki. Back comes Maple Grove. Drop pass, shot away, fired wide by Oakland. Crimson get it again. Jacobs with it out in front and bounces past Oakland to the wing. Hornets able to bring it out. Here's Morton again. And Jungles with it, carries it to the net, and Winicki knocks it away. Jungles gets it back along the boards, getting tied up. They're going to get a penalty coming up here on Maple Grove. And as they touch it, we get the penalty to probably be a hold, and Edina for the first time will go on the power play tonight. This will get Spencer Dahlquist for holding.
No, we talked about Jet Jungles in the pregame, and you know, he's definitely a presence. He's been a presence this whole game, and he's just a motor. He comes through. We see the opportunity there in that one shot, and oh boy, they just almost had one, but they got it cleared away, and here he comes. He's got skills and he can move. He's just a little mosquito in that, and he just irritates the heck out of you, and they had to pull him down. He just never quits.
Maple Grove wins the face-off, can't quite clear the zone. Jungles keeps it in for Edina. Goes down, get another penalty coming up here on Maple Grove as Jungles is taken down by Justin Janicki. And Edina will have a 5-on-3 for 1:47.
Well, there he goes again, being in that, moving his feet. Oh, he got his stick right in his feet. And yep, no question about it. Referee had to call that one.
Hornets with a great opportunity to take the lead now. They win the face-off. They can be patient here. Here's Boltman. Leads it back for Licky. Side of the net. That goes off the skate of Nevers. Back out. Boltman in a little deeper now. Dropping it back to Vorlicki. Boltman one-timer. Fired it wide, but comes back out to Vorlicki at the right point. Back off for Boltman. Boltman moves in. Side of the net. Right out in front. Malmquist is shot, and Janicki the save. And a lot of pushing and shoving now after the whistle.
No, I think Edina's going to get one.
I think they're each going to
take them both.
Yeah. Let's see, they're going to take both Boltman and Henry Nelson here.
A little extra shot to the goalie was not appreciated, and erupted in a little bit of disagreement there. Well, Edina got the shot they wanted. They got it down low, and then everybody started moving down low. Got a good shot there. And then the chopping there was what started the whole problem there. Once the puck was secured, he took a couple extra shots, and of course most defensemen don't like that when you do that to their goalie.
So still a 5-on-3 for 1:20. 1:33 left in that second minor penalty that was called on Janicki.
Now the question is Maple Grove running out of experienced defensemen. That's the problem.
I mean, Nevers and Trevor Kukkonen on this face-off. An explanation to Kirk Giles about the penalty. And we're set to play hockey again. And Maple Grove able to control the face-off, but they can't get the puck out of the zone. And Edina will set it up again. Here's Vorlicki moving in, shot away, and a goal!
That get tipped going in, John?
It looked like it deflected somehow.
Yeah.
He kind of fluttered into the net. Vorlicki with the shot. We'll see if he gets credit for the goal.
Unless Vorlicki developed a knuckleball puck there. Nice setup, though. Really nice setup. Vorlicki got into a spot where he wanted to be. Wasn't too far out. Wasn't too far in. Look at the shot here. Yeah, it went off the Maple Grove defenseman. I think it got off the edge of the stick there and just fluttered up. And just a change of pace, went right over the shoulder.
Vorlicki will get credit for the goal. His first of the season, had an assist last night. And Edina leads it now 2-1. It's still on the power play.
Yep.
There's Vorlicki with it again. Here's Jungles in the high slot, side of the net. Oh, and then just missing on that tip-in was Nevers. Off the pass from Malmquist. Another shot away, and the save made by Winicky. Jungles will drop it to the corner to Malmquist. Malmquist from a tough angle and up in the air, and making the save is Janicki. Jungles took a little shot after the whistle, and that's going to be a penalty. on the Crimson on Nick Otbaugh.
The Maple Grove crowd is not happy about that call, but back to 5-on-3. You see the shot come through and the save. And the stick coming through from Jungles, but nothing really serious there, but just a reaction. Should have been a little more discipline there.
Williams got the assists on the last goal, so it's back to 5-on-3 again for Edina. Already converted once here. Williams off to Vorlicki, moving in. Right out in front, Malmquist with a shot. Hit the back of Jungles' skates. Cleared back off. Top of the circle. Malmquist side of the net and fired wide by Jungles. Here's Vorlicki with it. 15 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Onto the stick of Williams. Williams back to Vorlicki. Right circle. Malmquist. Shot away, and Warnicki gets across and makes the save on Nevers. Maple Grove's got one player back. Now 5-on-4. Back into the play comes Janicki. Comes to Vorlicki at the left point. To Williams. Back to Vorlicki. Pass to Jungles, side of the net. Nevers, one-timer, shot away and cleared out of there. And then down the ice by the Crimson. That was close to going in and then cleared away at the last moment as it had gotten past Winneke.
Looked like Spencer Dahlquist got his stick back in there and got it out.
Edina flying again, but then the Hornets unable to keep it, and Maple Grove shoots it right back down. Well, if Maple Grove can get out of this period just 2-1, Dan, I think they'd be fortunate. Edina still on the power play again. Another shot away, gets deflected off the glass back behind the Maple Grove net. Right point, it's Reiners with it. Back behind the goal. Out of 17 seconds left in the last penalty here. Pass comes across to the Bishop, and he can't hold the puck. And here's Janicki from Maple Grove, short-handed, moving in 1-on-2, lost the puck, and taken back by Nevers of Edina. Pass too far out in front of Delaney. It's icing on Edina, and Maple Grove gave up the one 5-on-3 goal, but survived the second 5-on-3, and it remains 2-1. So look at the chance here a few seconds ago on a hard shot by Williams, and right as Malmquist was about to tip in the puck, it's cleared away. Great job.
Dahlquist dived in there with a stick and knocked it out. And, you know, okay, now Maple Grove can grab some energy off this and momentum maybe of killing that off.
And they get a quick shot on goal, and Hogg hasn't had much action the last several minutes down at his end of the ice. Has to make a save there on the blue line shot.
It's going to take focus and concentration by the Crimson. They got to win these faceoffs, John. They've been getting beat quite a bit on the faceoffs.
And they win another one here. Oakland going back behind the net with it, feeding the pass to Jacobs. Trying to get back out to the point to Dahlquist. Gonna break it up along the boards. Puck comes free to the front of the net, and Boltman plays it ahead. No icing here. It's tipped in the neutral zone. Back behind the Crimson net. We're down to 2:35 to play here in the second period. Edina winning in the shots on goal 25-8, but leading on the scoreboard just 2-1. Puck ahead to the blue line. Delaney shoots from a tough angle, gets deflected, comes back out. Williams, top of the left circle, shot away and almost tipped in front. And another good save by Jack Winneke. Jackson Borst was right on the doorstep, trying to tip it past him.
Really nice play by Edina. I just love when they just get control of the puck and they start moving it around to each other. There's not a lot of, you know, I'm going to stick handle around 2-3 guys. They move it to each other and just create space and open things up and control it. And that's what Maple Grove isn't doing. When they won that last faceoff, and it went to one guy and he kept trying to stick handle. Just, you got to move it to each other. Get it away from the Hornets. Keep control of it.
Edina's got it again here in the Maple Grove zone. Out of the zone, though, it comes. Here comes Maple Grove. Coming in deep with Kyle Kukkonen. Shot away a goal!
Oh, my!
And we're tied up at 2.
Well, that just made me look stupid. He grabbed control of that puck finally and just took it, and he found a short-sided angle, and he just ripped it. The younger Kukkonen.
Yep, Kyle's second
sophomore.
goal, the sophomore. Second of the year. And we're tied up.
A nice rush. They broke it out, got down the ice here, and he just ripped it. See, that was 5-1. He got it up to the short side high, but boy, he got a nice shot off. Yeah, he got a 5-hole. Got it between the legs, just ripped it. Well, take it any way you can get it.
Absolutely. 2-2 now with 1:40 to go in the period. Here comes Edina again. Big shot by Nevers. Up out of play.
Well, yeah, the one, there's a couple things that the Crimson got going for themselves. Their goalie is playing very, very well. And Crimson are taking advantage of when they got it. So Kyle Kukkonen again gets the game tied up with a great shot and an opportunity.
Assists go to Justin Janicki and Trevor Kukkonen on the goal at 15-14 of the second period. Edina wins a face-off shot. Didn't get all the way through. Comes to the board onto the stick of Malmquist. Back behind the net. Centered out in front, but can't get it to Jungles, and Maple Grove has it. Oakland will shoot it down into the Edina zone. Played by Boltman up the wing. Intercepted though. Here's Kostelecki with it. Kostelecki drops it off for Oakland. He'll put it on net. Save made by Hogg. Puck still loose, and he covers it the second time to force a face-off in his end.
Well, it's kind of be in Edina's head a little bit now, John. They're kind of, who are these guys, and why can't we get rid of them? Because I mean, there's no question who's been playing better right now. The Hornets have been dominating, and they're the better team right now if you look at it correctly. But Crimson are hanging in there; they won't go away.
Face-off win for the Crimson. Trevor Kukkonen will play it back behind the net. Janicki took a hit there. A couple players spin down, Kukkonen and Boltman, and now here comes Edina out of their zone to center ice. Malmquist trying to feed it through to Nevers. Cleared by Maple Grove. They'll bank it out.
Oh, look at
down
this.
ahead. Here's Janicki. Catches up to the puck. Janicki in deep, and he scores! With 22 seconds left in the period, and Maple Grove has the lead, 3-2. That was a terrific pass, and Janicki gets it past Hogg, and the Crimson have the lead.
Well, they saw the flying wing play developing there. A brilliant pass up off the glass. Here, watch this pass. He saw Janicki flying, and he got it to him. Janicki pulls it up, and he gets another 5-hole opportunity, and he puts it in to give the Crimson the lead. Nice move here. Got it to the short side or far side. Nice play.
Second goal of the season for Janicki, and all of a sudden Maple Grove has the lead. Thomas will play it ahead to center.
The old adage is better to be lucky. That was a nice play though. That was fun to watch.
And that will be the end of the second period. So Maple Grove scoring twice in the final 2 minutes of the period, and they take the lead. Dan Ficken 3-2 going into the third. Outshot 26-11, ahead on the scoreboard 3-2.
Taking advantage of the opportunities that they've gotten, and they've created. That last one they created, and it was a brilliant play to be looking at it that way, and got the puck past Hogg, who, John, as you said, hadn't seen a lot of activity, and all of a sudden he gets pressured, and bang, some strange things happen, and it's going to be an interesting talk in the locker room of the Edina Hornets here in between periods, I'll tell you right now. So we'll see what happens in the third period.
Maple Grove 3, Edina 2. We'll take timeout. Back with more Turkey Trot hockey from the Plymouth Ice Center after this timeout.
Do you hear what I want? This holiday season, give the gift of self-love with a Simons & Salon & Spa gift card. Manicures, pedicures, facials, massages. Delight everyone on your list with express to indulgent spa experiences. A bonus gift is yours with qualifying in-store gift card purchase. Online gift certificates are also available. Visit simonsons.com for more details. Oh, what fun it is to give at Simons & Salon & Spa.
Welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center. A turn of events at the end of the second period as Maple Grove gets a couple to take a 3-2 lead over Edina. We're joined by Hornets coach Kurt Giles. And Kurt, not the end of the period that your team was looking for there, but how do you feel overall about the way you guys have played tonight?
Oh, I think they're competing well. They're working hard. You know, that's what we're looking for in these first few games at the Turkey Trot. It's a great tournament. We love coming up here. Pat puts on a great tournament up here, so it's always a great time to come up and figure out what we have.
Portions of the game you guys have kind of seemed to be somewhat in control, but they've come back with a couple of nice opportunities there. And you know, what has to change in the third for you guys to pull this one out?
Well, we've got to quit giving them the puck. You know, we control the puck. We need to keep control of the puck, and they're a good team. So the thing is, you give them an opportunity on outnumbered situations. They're a good team. They're going to take advantage of it.
I think all the guys on all of these teams have been in, a lot of hockey games in various situations, but getting in front of a big crowd for the first time, is that a nice way to get the guys' feet wet on the varsity level?
Yeah, I think so. I think the big thing is the competition we get up here, You get teams like Wayzata, Holy Family, Maple Grove up here. It's a great start to the season for us to find out exactly what we need to work on and things we need to get going.
Got a lot of season to go after this, but how much importance do the players place on trying to win a championship on the opening weekend?
Well, I think they put a lot of emphasis on it, to win. I mean, that's what we play the game to do, is to win. But the big thing is our second game of the season. Get them used to competition, good competition, and good crowds like this. So it's a good experience for them, and then we just go from there.
Kurt, thanks for joining us. Good luck in the third.
Thank you.
That's Kurt Giles, the Edina head coach. His team had the lead, but then Maple Grove netting a couple late in the second to take a 3-2 lead into the second intermission. You're watching the Turkey Trot Tournament live on CCX Sports. We'll continue in just a moment.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. And then I kept taking them whenever I could get them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center. We're in the second intermission of the Turkey Trot Championship for 2018 with Maple Grove leading Edina 3-2. And one of those on hand to watch tonight's telecast, he's been involved in hockey for a long, long time at various levels. Craig Sarner, 1972 U.S. Olympian, longtime high school coach, and you've kind of seen it all at all levels of hockey. What brings you here to the Turkey Trot tonight, Craig?
I think it just is still the most enthusiastic level, and what I get excited about is high school hockey. And in basically the last 13 years, I've watched these kids or this age group because I was scouting for the USHL. So I'd rather watch this than the Minnesota Wild or any other level, let's put it that way.
Going back a few years, what do you remember about being a high school player? What were the most exciting part of it for these 16, 17, 18-year-old kids?
I think I was just thinking back today. It's back when I played. Just to play in an arena, because we practice always outdoors, was always a big thing. But the fact that you're playing with guys you grew up with, and that's a special feeling. I was very fortunate to play college, Olympics, and pros. Nothing compares to playing with the guys you grew up with. So
it all starts at that community level, and eventually, like you said, you did get a chance to represent your country. What was that experience like to be part of Team USA for the 72 games?
Once in a lifetime. I mean, we were fortunate to win a silver. We weren't supposed to even be in the top 5, but it was a combination. We had some good players, great goaltending, very solid coaching, and guys just liked each other, and we grew together over a 6 months period, but we still get together every other year. And it's a special bond, and it was over in Japan, so it wasn't anybody's Olympics but our medal, because nobody knew we were even over there, probably. It was a whole different ball game back then.
Kind of led into 8 years later, the team that everybody remembers, but there were obviously some other good Olympic teams along the way, even going back to 1960.
You bet. I mean, 60, it was with Jack McCartan and the Christian brothers. You go back to 56 and 52. But, you know, it's just special when you wear the jersey of your country. And there's nothing ever like it. And I was very, very fortunate.
You mentioned that you're doing some scouting work in the USHL, but what's coming next for you now? You got a new project coming in, it sounds like?
Well, we have a project. We're going to try and do something similar to what Central Scouting does for the NHL, but it's in the infant stages, and we're working on that to try and bring it out next year. So we'll see if it happens or not. You never know.
Craig, thanks so much for joining us, and thanks for all you've done for hockey over the years in the state of Minnesota, too. There are a lot of great coaches, a lot of great players from this state, and you're certainly on that list.
It's still a player's game. Those are the people that you get the applause and the credit. It's still a player's game.
All right, that's Craig Sarner, longtime player, coach, and as we said, 1972 U.S. Olympian on hand watching tonight's Turkey Trot. We'll be back with highlights from the second period and then the third period up next here on CCX.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. They kept prescribing it, so I kept taking it. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Do you hear what I want? This holiday season, give the gift of self-love with a Simonson Salon and Spa gift card. Manicures, pedicures, facials, massages. Delight everyone on your list with Express to Indulgent Spa experiences. A bonus gift is yours with qualifying in-store gift card purchase. Online gift certificates are also available. Visit Simonsons.com for more details. Oh, what fun it is to give at Simonson Salon and Spa.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out. Good night.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Maple Grove, 2 late goals in the second period, takes a 3-2 lead on Edina as we move to the third period of play. Our championship game of the CCX Media Turkey Trot Tournament for 2018. 1-1 score after the first period, and highlights from the second. And the Edina able to control play for most of that period, Danny. They're benefited by some Maple Grove penalties, but certainly able to pepper the nets, and Jack Winicky had to be sharp as he did in the first period. We saw when he came out that graphic at the beginning of the period, 26-11, the shots on goal. That was the second penalty that was called, and that led to Wayzetta's goal. There was a save there by by Winicky, as you saw more pushing and shoving after the whistle. There was the goal, the one that fluttered in by Borlicki. Put Edina ahead. More good opportunities for Edina, but not able to get any more in. But Maple Grove able to score late in the period. Kyle Kukkonen scoring at 15-14. Assist to Janicki and Trevor Kukkonen. Then a great pass ahead by Osseo. Janicki has scored to make the score 3-2 Crimson. Look at the shots and the scoring chances, certainly favoring Edina. The penalties, Maple Grove picking up 4 so far, Edina with 2, and each team with a power play goal so far.
Looking at that board right there, I had never dreamed that Maple Grove was ever in the lead. And I think the interview with Coach Giles was interesting too. He said, we have to control the puck. That was very obvious. 5-on-5, Edina controlled the puck, but Maple Grove just hung in there and they took advantage of their opportunities. If they want to keep in this game, again, even with the lead, they've got to control the puck more than they have been. They can't let Edina dictate and control this game, otherwise I don't think it'll stay the same score it is. So that's what Maple Grove's got to do. Edina, just keep doing what they're doing. They're going to be fine. Goaltending's got to be a little bit sharper on the green end of the zone. That's been kind of the Achilles heel right now. So we'll see if that sharpens up as we go to the third period.
So for Edina, they give up a couple of late goals. Message, what?
Keep playing the way you're playing.
Yeah.
Limit the turnovers. Let's get a little sharper in the pipes, okay? And there's nothing wrong with saying that, etc. And get after it, just like we have been. Maple Grove, we need to control the puck a little bit more. Again, we've taken advantage of opportunities. And number 2, stay out of the penalty box. Can't give Edina those opportunities like we have been. Their goaltending has been superb. Winneke has just played a tremendous hockey game. And then that's the objective of both these teams. Get control of the puck and don't let the other team control it. And that's just simple as that. I like the way Maple Grove's attack. They know that goaltender now, and I'll guarantee you, every chance they get, they're going to start throwing that puck at him.
Jack Winneke had 27 saves last night on 29 shots. Tonight, 24 saves on 26 shots. One more period, and he's going to face his fair share of rubber, I think, in these last 17 minutes of play. The Crimson certainly have the momentum, though, heading into the third. Those 2 late goals, the last one by Justin Janicki, the sophomore, to put the Crimson in the lead here at 3-2. Ready to go with the third period of play. Juggles to face off against Kyle Kukkonen. Rematch of last year's championship game on the Turkey Trot that Edina won. Here's a shot away and a big stop by Hogg, and rifled by Trevor Kukkonen on the blue line.
There it is. Good job by Hogg. He was on that bad boy. I didn't fool him one bit. He was up above the crease and he was all over that puck.
Now Kukkonen trying to win the face-off, but Edina does instead. Comes to Morton. Right side, kept in by Trevor Kukkonen. Now controlled by Boltman. Jake Boltman off the boards to Liam Malmquist. And here comes Jungles. He'll fire it into the Maple Grove zone. Banks off the end boards, and Winnicke's got to cover it. So Edina will force a face-off in the Maple Grove zone here in the opening 30 seconds of play here in the third.
Well, I tell you, we came in here earlier today. Look at this crowd, John. We got standing room only all around this rink right now. You don't think this game isn't big?
Maple Grove wins control. Pass ahead a little too far out of Kostelecki. And back comes Edina with Nevers. And he had to take it away. Nice defensive play by Sam Jacobs to take it away from Nevers. He was getting ready to load up. Edina, though, keeps the puck in the Maple Grove zone. Tie up in the corner. Nevers trying to free it up for the Hornets. Comes to Delaney. Kevin Delaney. And Nevers. Back out, left point. Shot away and up high in the air. And Winneke catches it on the way back down.
Good example there. The Hornets move. When they get that puck, they move it to each other right away. They don't get stuck one-on-one with each other.
Junior varsity final. Edina defeated Wayzata 2-1. So Edina's JV takes home the trophy tonight. We're a 2-0 weekend. Face-off win for Edina. Shot away Another good one by Williams. Centering pass out in front, goes to the boards, and picked up there by Peeler. Out comes Nelson into the zone. Henry Nelson takes a little bump on the puck then. Whistle, we have a penalty here.
A trip. Banner's going in the box.
And so Maple Grove will go on the power play. Tripping whistled against Emmett Worst.
Crimson have been good on the power play tonight. They took advantage of the one they had. A good opportunity to give themselves a little bit of a cushion here if they can capitalize on this one.
Comes up 1:26 of the third. And they win the faceoff. Kukkonen and just unable to keep the puck in was Nelson. Just came past the blue line.
That hurts.
Jungles and Kostelecki. Face up one by Kostelecki. Shot into the zone by Trevor Kukkonen, but then controlled by Edina. And they flip it down into the zone. Winning the race to the puck back was Nelson. Rink wide pass. Here is Kukkonen. Kyle Kukkonen into zone. Drop pass for Janicki. And then Trevor Kukkonen's pass gets past Nelson at the left point. Maple Grove has to regroup. 1:25 left in the man advantage for the Crimson. In they come. Kyle Kukkonen stops, fell down. Picked up though by Janicki. And then cleared down the ice by Jungles. Edina will go off, make a change. Pass up the center. Kernan gets turned away at the blue line, but onto the stick of Kostelecki it goes.
Well, Delaney made a nice play there. You know, we see him talking offensively. He was doing a nice defensive play there on that penalty kill.
Ethan Elias back for the puck. To Cal Thomas. Thomas lost it as he came back behind the Hornets net, and Edina shoot it back down. Got 30 seconds left in the Maple Grove power play. Thomas, rink wide pass, forwarded by Reller ahead, pushed deep by Stelgis. Excuse me, it's Kernan. Third try, I'll get it. And Edina's got it back. Here's Jungles, 2-on-2. Malmquist on his left. He fires on net. The rebound by Malmquist. And Winicki's got to be alert for that. Final seconds of the power play here. Brought to the blue line and offside on Maple Grove. Hornets kill off the penalty and we skate on. Here, look at Jungles again. And a good save by Jack Winicki.
And Malmquist. Just two good plays there. Jungles is always dangerous. He's just a motor and he just keeps rolling. He sets it up for his partner and just comes in. Winicki's doing a good job. Probably should have held on to it by giving up that rebound. Boy, that was just a shutdown penalty kill. No thank you very much by the Edina Hornets. That was just efficient as all get out.
Latva feeds it ahead. Justin Janicki. Puts it on net. Steered away by Hogg. Taken by Kyle Kukkonen. Trying to feed it out for Trevor Kukkonen in front. Back behind the net and swept away by Boltman and out of the zone. And this will be icing as Calvin ices it for Edina.
Well, so far, though, it's been going back and forth pretty good, John. There hasn't been any dominance by either team. They've been going back and forth. With the exception of an efficient penalty kill, Edina really stomped their foot down on that and got it disrupted totally.
Kostelecki and Nevers facing off here. Face-off win here for Maple Grove. Back into the Edina zone. Played by Boltman out to center. Too far out in front of Delaney. On the boards, played by the Crimson.
And fired out to center ice, back to the Edina blue line. It's for Licky, shooting it into the Maple Grove zone. After it comes Dahlquist. Off the boards, kept in by Borst. Dahlquist gets tied up by Delaney. Still after and finally cleared back behind the net by the Crimson to Nelson. Up it comes to center to Kernan. Trailer getting the shot away is Jacobs and Hogg the save.
Well, there's just some good one-on-one tough little battles going on, and both teams kind of seem to be winning and losing here, so there's nobody really getting a dominant streak going on here. We haven't seen much board battles going on because it's been kind of a flowing game, and we'll see how long that lasts in the third period, see if we get more into the board battles here rather than the free-flowing.
Kind of misses on a pass, and here comes Maple Grove down into the Hornets zone. Kukkonen gets pinned to the boards. And a takeaway for Edina. Jungles. And running into a check was Morton, and Maple Grove shoots it back down into the Edina end. Jake Boltman around the boards for Malmquist. Out past the blue line. The whistle and the face-off just outside the Edina line. Excuse me, he's going to come all the way back. Yep.
Oh. I think it was a hand pass.
11:31 to go in the third. Maple Grove scored first. Edina got the next two, and then Maple Grove with two in the final minute 46 of the second period. And that's the lead they still carry now. Puck dangerously out in front of the Edina net. No chance for Cal Kukkonen to get a shot away. Centering pass, but right onto the stick of Boltman. Leads it off from Malmquist. Squeezes past Trevor Kukkonen. Boltman with a big shot. Or excuse me, Malmquist with a big shot and saved by Winicky. Cleared. Shot back in by Edina, and then Maple Grove clears it back to center. Boltman banks it off the boards. And played by Thomas for Maple Grove. Rolls all the way back down to the Edina zone. Bishop will play it ahead. Pass missed along the blue line, kept in the zone though. Somehow stayed in, but then cleared out, poked back forward by Bishop again. And Kostelecki has it. Here comes Kostelecki, right through center ice, into the zone. Goes to his backhand, shot away, and Hogg the save. Nice maneuvers by Kostelecki, but sophomore Hogg able to make the play. Big shot, Jungles away, and Winicky the save.
Ooh, that was a shot. Boy, Jungles really let that one go. And Winicky made a great save. That glove had to come out quick.
Look at it again. He had a lot of mustard behind that.
Yeah, nice save there.
Shots in net now 31-13. Edina with the scoreboard. Maple Grove in front 3-2. We wind down toward 10 minutes to play in the third period. The championship game of the Turkey Trot Tournament. Been another good one. We've had a lot of great tournaments over the years. Started back in 2002. Burnsville, our first tournament champion. Edina trying to win again. They were champions in 2017. Seven-time Turkey Trot champions. They've got it down to the Maple Grove end again, battling for it behind Winicky. Centering pass in front, but the stick on the ice there by Rugemer. To the left boards, down the top of the circle, shot away, and that's fired high by Kavanaugh. Got to putting more pressure on here. Big shot by Vorlicki, gets deflected to the corner. Morris trying to go after it, battling Doorhold with it, and finally Maple Grove's got to relieve the pressure and they ice the puck.
Smart play by the Crimson there. The Edina is reasserting some dominance here and really doing good forechecking in that third line out there that they had. Nevers line back out for the Hornets now.
Face-off win for Edina. Backhand shot away, and Delaney, it went just wide of the net. Nevers tried to feed it to Delaney. That's broken up. Here's Kostelecki for Maple Grove. Kernan lost his balance at center. Back come the Hornets. Delaney to Nevers. Lost it off his stick. And Kernan comes back for Maple Grove. Chris Kernan passes behind Jacobs. Here comes Nevers in deep. Nevers wrapping around in front of the net. They score. Feeds it to Delaney, and we're tied at 3. He thought for a moment that maybe Nevers just waited too long and then was going to try a wraparound. Instead, he sees Delaney, the senior, coming down on the right side, and he flipped it past Winicky. Had no shot on that one.
Delaney just delayed Ron coming back on the wing on the far side, and you get spotted. Oh, just pretty. Just pretty. You couldn't have drawn that up any better. You know, these guys just playing together for such a long time, you know, usually it makes that easy to play.
Well, we're tied up at 3. Here's Kyle Kukkonen from Maple Grove. Centering pass, and it went in on net, and the save made by Hogg.
Yeah, Kukkonen here made a little mistake. He should have fired that puck when he was at the dot. He had an open lane to shoot, and he was trying to draw the D and get a pass back up into the middle. He just should have let it go.
Pretty good weekend for that young man.
I think
4 goals in 2 games.
So. Yeah. And John, we've called him at least 3 times with good opportunities here in this game, too. He could have had a few more.
Jungles couldn't skate out of there with it. Lost his stick, and a nice job there to block this shot attempt by Trevor Kukkonen. A delayed penalty coming up here on Maple Grove, and as they touch it, we get the penalty call. You get a slashing penalty on, it's going to be Trevor Kukkonen, who didn't like the call, but he's going to have to go into the box regardless.
So he pulls the other one off, and Janicki, and okay.
So 9-11, the time of the penalty, and Edina gets a power play. 1 for 3 on the power play tonight, scored on a 5-on-3. And now a really good opportunity, Dan, to retake the lead for the Hornets.
Yep.
Here they come with Jake Boltman. Dropping it back from Malmquist. And it comes out of the zone. Back onto the stick of Hogg, who gives it to Vorlicki. Mike Vorlicki still with it, stops inside the blue line. Vorlicki dropping it back to Jungles, across for Boltman. Pass to the corner it goes. Malmquist will leave it there for Nevers. Vorlicki, Jungles, side of the net, right out in front. Boltman, a shot and a rebound. Oh, and hits the outside of the post and stays out of the net. Maple Grove gets it, and they'll bring it all the way to the Edina line. But great job. Oh, and then a takeaway here. Kostelecki with a shot, and he fired it high and wide. Kostelecki after it again, battling Vorlicki with it. Guida gains control in the neutral zone. 35 seconds left in the penalty. Here's Nevers. Nevers centering pass goes off of Winicki's skate and then cleared out and down the ice. It's down to 20 seconds to go. Hogg will play it around the boards onto the stick of Williams. McWilliams lost it briefly, picks it back up. Williams. And Malmquist with him on that side of the ice. Flipped up in the air by the Crimson and out of the zone as the penalty time expires. Maple Grove's back at full strength.
Good penalty kill.
Under 6 minutes to play. Tied up at 3 in the championship game of the Turkey Trot Tournament. Puck comes out to center ice. We're back ahead into the Maple Grove end. Centered and broken up by Maple Grove. Crimson coming out. Trevor Kukkonen. Now it's Kyle Kukkonen with it. And he takes a big hit into the boards by Borlicki. Borlicki has it again for Edina. Head at center. Borst will shoot it in. Up the boards. Edina pesky keeping it in. Here's Delaney. It's bumped off the puck. Centering pass in front. And looking for a tip in there was Worst. Shot from center. And Edina able to keep it in. Now Maple Grove gains control again. Out comes Dorholt. Look ahead. Edina coming back. Here's Worst with it. Into the slot. Shot away. Winicky to save the rebound. They bang at it. And he's got it underneath him. Jack Winicky another couple of big stops. Keeps this game tied at 3.
Winicky's been great tonight, hasn't he? He has been fun to watch. He's been on this game totally, and that was a scary situation as one of the Crimson lost their stick. You can see it here. So Berg has no problem getting, Worst has no problem getting the shot off, but Winicky loses his rebound, but regains control and makes the save there. But
Rugemer just about had slipped that rebound through after the initial shot from Worst. 32 saves now on the night for the sophomore Jack Winicky. We're tied up at 3, just over 4 minutes to play, and that one just about trickled in. Just goes wide of the Crimson net. Out comes Maple Grove now. 3-on-2 for them. Kukkonen to Janicki, had to hop off his stick. Back to Kyle Kukkonen. Now it's Trevor Kukkonen with it. Backhands it toward the net, and save made by Hogg.
Well, right now the coach has got, Edina and Maple Grove. It's real simple. You got a tie game here. Get the puck on the net. There you go. Look at that. Anything can happen at this point now. You got 3 minutes, 51 seconds. Get it on the net. Don't miss. Don't worry about it. I don't care if it's 2 miles an hour. Get it on the net. In all probability, the next goal in is going to win the game.
Played ahead, swept into the zone by Mason Nevers. Back behind his goal is Kostelecki for Maple Grove, and now he'll come for the Crimson. Kostelecki through center ice, had it poked off his stick nicely, and back comes Maple Grove with Borst. Borst into the zone, stops at the circle, shot it wide. Comes back out, didn't get all the way to Verlicki, and it's Kostelecki instead with it. He'll fire it down into the Edina zone. Backhanding it in the corner was Jacobs for Maple Grove. Comes around the boards, kept in by Thomas. Around left side it goes, and onto the stick of Delaney. Crimson play it back out to center. Taken by Delaney there. He's got to wait for Nevers to get onside, and then had to poke off his stick, and a chance for Maple Grove. Peeler with it. Peeler will carry it deep into the zone. Vorlicki rides him off the puck. Peeler gets back after it though. Feeds it back out to the left point. Kept in there by Elias. And turned back to Edina. Nevers from center will just backhand it in as he'll go off for a change. We're down to 2.5 minutes to go in the third period. Tied up at 3. Battle for the puck back behind the Crimson net. Comes back out right point. Shot away. Goes wide from Reiners. Tie up left boards. Clear to the front of the net, and it's Elias with it. Back out to center. Take away by Boltman, then fired back in by Edina again. Dorholt gets it up through center. No icing here. Touched by Edina. Kukkonen's going to get there first to the puck. Trevor Kukkonen. It's off the referee's skates and played by Boltman back behind his net. Kyle Kukkonen coming in, trying to break up the play for Maple Grove. Down to a minute 40 to play in the third. Here comes Grant Morton. He'll fire it in and chase after it as Lockville gets there for the Crimson. Around the boards to Janicki. Back to the corner it goes, and Maple Grove, rink-wide pass, and able to chip it out of the zone, but too far by Lockville. It goes as icing against Maple Grove. We'll face it off back in the Crimson zone with a minute 13 to go in the third.
Boy, just a quick decision moment. It was a wrong decision. Thought the defense was going to pinch, and he backed off. And if you just would have taken a quick look, you could have proceeded and just carried it down, created a shot. Now we got to face off in the Crimson zone, and
Maple Grove wins the face-off. Dahlquist, and now they get it up the wing. Here's Kostelecki. He'll shoot it into the Hornets' end. Around back behind the net it goes. Tie up left boards in the Hornets' end. Trying to free it up was Kernan. Out of the zone it comes to Malmquist. Trying to fight his way past Dahlquist. After it goes Nelson. Cleared up. Kostelecki at center has it for the Crimson. To Kernan, shot away. Hogg the save. Little rush there for the Crimson. Kostelecki feeding it off to Kernan, and they force a face-off down in the Edina zone with 37 seconds left.
Past few rushes have been good, John. They've been doing the right thing, getting it in the zone. Edina didn't get a shot the last time, but this time down the Crimson did.
Off win by Edina, but then Maple Grove had it briefly, and it's back to Boltman. Malmquist. Shot back in by Maple Grove, down to 25 seconds to play. Round it comes. Malmquist out to the middle of the ice, picked off there by Kyle Kukkonen. Crimson have it at their blue line. Kukkonen's pass trying to get it ahead to his brother Kyle, and too far. And so Edina will have one more shot here with 10 seconds to go. And a face-off in the Crimson zone to try to win this in regulation.
So we got Nevers against Kukkonen.
Yep, Nevers and Kyle Kukkonen on the face-off.
Senior, sophomore.
Face-off win by Kukkonen. Gets it back to Dahlquist. Around the boards. And flipped up into the Maple Grove bench by Boltman with 4 seconds left.
Well, I think we're over second overtime.
Sure looks like it, doesn't it? We'll go to the center ice dot. Face this one off. So we will head to overtime, tied at 3. Maple Grove leading 3-2 coming into the period. Edina getting the only goal of the third at 8.5 minutes by Kevin Delaney. His second of the night and fourth of the weekend. And so we go to OT.
It's been a back and forth period, and it's been a lot of fun to watch. There's good pace this period. It's been, a lot of physical play versus what we saw in the first period. Again, the game changed complexion quite a bit. We had a very different game at the end in the third period compared to the first, and both teams adapted well. So this ought to be an interesting overtime period.
3-3. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the overtime. You're watching championship hockey from the 2018 Turkey Trot Tournament live from the Plymouth Ice Center on CCX.
Do you hear what I want? This holiday season, give the gift of self-love with a Simons & Salon and Spa gift card. Manicures, pedicures, facials, massages. Delight everyone on your list with express-to-indulgent spa experiences. A bonus gift is yours with qualifying in-store gift card purchase. Online gift certificates are also available. Visit Simonsons.com for more details. Oh, what fun it is to give at Simons & Salon and Spa.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. And then I kept taking them whenever I could get them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
There's a look at the shots on goal and the score, 3-3 as we go to overtime. 8 minutes of overtime, and you got to have a winner to the tournament, so we'll eventually get to a shootout if we get no scoring. But somebody hoping to win it here in this extra 8 minutes is Wayzata did earlier tonight in the third place game against Holy Family. Here's a turnover by Maple Grove in their own end, and Hornets unable to get a shot on net though. Pinching in to keep the puck in the zone was Reiner. Right out in front and fired wide of the net by Borst. He was aiming for that top corner and missed it. Centering pass comes out on the front. On the stick of Delaney, lost it. And a good takeaway and defensive play by the Kukanens. Now here's Janicki, shot away, and Hogg makes the pad save on that one. Hornets clear it, but not out. Kept in. Kyle Kukanen's shot gets blocked. Played by Boltman now for Edina. Up to center ice. Backhanded, knocked down. Here's Nevers onto the stick. Drop back for Delaney. A shot and he fired it high. What a great chance for the Hornets to end it. And Delaney shot it high. Nevers with the puck again. Back behind the net was Borst. Onto the stick. And cleared. No, not out. Takeaway by Edina again. Puck came to the side of the net. Borst trying to center it out in front. Onto the stick of Jungles. Jungles setting up now at the right boards. He fires it wide. Pinching in and keeping the puck in the zone was Williams. Back behind the Crimson net. Now Maple Grove will play it ahead and up into the crowd and out of play. No penalty. It's a face-off in the Crimson end with 6:20 to go. Boy, that first minute 40. Some fire wagon hockey, Dan.
Well, by God, I'll tell you, the Hornets got in there and started rocking and rolling. I'll tell you, they got control of it. Never really got a real tough shot on net, though. Got clamped down on pretty hard.
Gostelecki and Jungles on the face-off. Won by Maple Grove. It's past Elias on the stick of Jacobs. And played to Kernan. He'll flip it up to center. Whiffing at it there was Williams. It's all the way back down and taken by Vorlicki of Edina. Vorlicki up to center ice. Jungles brought it in, lost it. Onto the stick of Kernan now for Maple Grove, trying to start the Crimson back. Chris Kernan will drop it into the Edina zone after it goes Vorlicki for the Hornets. Mike Vorlicki will flip it ahead. Here's Jet Jungles, top of the circle, drop pass, shot away and fired wide. That time by Grant Morton. They've been firing hard at the net, but not hitting a lot here in this overtime. Gostelecki a shot and a big save made by Hogg. Now comes Edina now, 3-on-2. Oh, and they're offside. Malmquist in on the left side.
Oh my! That was a mistake. I like this. So Gostelecki just running up and shooting the puck. They get inside that zone. They need to take a shot at that Hornet net. And then coming back here, oh, Malmquist had an opportunity and they were offside. That was a mistake. Boy, that surprises me. Hornets usually don't do that.
Face-off win here for Maple Grove. Almost lost it in their own zone, but they don't. Lockville able to get it cleared by Dorhold out. Edina sweep it back into the Crimson zone. Here's Nevers with a takeaway. Nevers. Latvia trying to tie him up. Nevers with it again, this time battling Kyle Kukkonen. Nevers emerges with the puck again, turns, fires. Puck didn't get to the net, and back come the Crimson. Kyle Kukkonen, nice stepper on, gets to the head. Trevor Kukkonen with it into the slot. Can't get his shot away, plays to the puck, off to the quarter. Janicki back to Trevor Kukkonen, back behind the Edina net, taken by Boltman. And Boltman has it at center. Boltman will flip it ahead, trying to get in deep. Boltman turns and fires it wide of the net. Maple Grove with it. Can't quite clear the zone. Kept in by Delaney. Around the boards it comes to Trevor Kukkonen to the center ice. Shot ahead, passed ahead. Here comes Jungles, rifles a shot, and Winicky the save. It's been a fun 4 minutes of overtime, man.
Wow. Jungle's stick and Winicki's glove have gotten very familiar with each other in the last hour or so. Well, Jungle's got a shot, doesn't he? He can rifle that thing. And up and down, back and forth hockey, just the way it should be. Like I said, Farwig and hockey here.
Maple Grove win on the faceoff. Kostelecki.
Nice
Here's Jacobs. Pass across to Kernan. Kernan comes in deep. And the stop made and covering up is Hogg. Crimson are looking for a penalty. They're not going to get one. Hogg makes a big save. Look at it again as Chris Kernan taken out of the play by Williams.
And here's the opportunity there. Sam Jacobs coming across. Almost had an opportunity there. They're not going to call a penalty unless it's really obvious.
Face-off win for Edina. Out they come. Malmquist gets to the boards but lost it. Played by Thomas around the boards. Kept in. Borlicki put it out in front. Right out in front. They bang at it. Hitting the side of the net is Malmquist. Borlicki keeps it in the zone. Shot away. Stop made. And it's back onto the stick of Kostelecki for Maple Grove. Crimson finally cleared, but just for a second, then shot back in by Edina as they keep this pressure on in the overtime. That pass missed, comes back out to center ice. In comes Malmquist with the puck. Malmquist has it poked away, and a good defensive play by Thomas. And cleared by the Crimson down, but it's not icing. Williams with it for Maple Grove, or for Edina, setting up behind this net with just under 3 minutes to play. Misses Delaney, no icing though. Gets past Latvia. He'll skate to the puck for the Crimson. Nevers after in the corner along the boards. Number 18 for Edina. Played back behind the net. Here's Latvia playing it up the wing. Played out to center. Intercepted by the Hornets. Back they come. Nevers 2-on-2. Nevers with a shot. Didn't get much on it. It's blocked. And back come the Crimson. Here comes Ben Leafblad into the zone. Leafblad drop pass, shot away, and a save made by Hogg. And some more pushing and shoving, and a lot of it after the whistle. Oh, and then a shot from behind, late by Reller. We'll see what we get out of this. We're going to get something, I would think. I would guess coincidentals.
They'll take two. We'll see the rush here. Come back through. There's a weak shot getting through, but bang, shaking. Somebody coming through and taking a shot at it. Leafblad.
Well, they're going to take, it looks like two Crimson have gone out.
They got to take 2 and 2. Then, yeah, they're going to take number 2 for down. Bowman. Yeah, Bowman's gone. It's all right. As long as it's even. Calm them down. Coach Charles ain't happy. He wants to have a chat. Coach Giles wants to have a conversation here, I think. Looks like Reiners and Boltman are both going in for Edina. I can't see the numbers on Maple Grove. It's 19-7, I think. Yeah, Reller and wait a minute. Yeah, Reller and Leaflad for sure for Maple Grove. You can see the ref talking to Coach Giles now. I'm just wondering 2-2. That seems kind of odd, John, unless some extra words were exchanged that accelerated the situation.
Well, we saw Reller get that late shot in. I don't know if he had already drawn a penalty before that. I think Coach Giles thought, well, why am I getting the second guy off? But there was a lot of things going on there all at once. So
yeah,
the referee's got it all sorted out and explained to the coaches, and we'll face it off outside the Edina line. 2:20 to play. It's been
it's been fun,
exciting overtime period to say the least. Then we play on. Puck back down into the Hornet zone.
Well, the pace has been really good in this overtime period.
Edina trying to get it out for Licky. Can't clear, shot away, didn't get all the way through. Goes to the boards. Vorlicki plays it up to center ice. Here's Kyle Kukkonen, feeds it off for Janicki. Nice poke check by Vorlicki to take the puck away. Up to center. Hornets get it back in their own end. Vorlicki across to Williams. Back to Vorlicki. 1:30 to go in the overtime. Rink-wide pass is behind and misses Malmquist and cleared by Maple Grove. Back down. Icing on the Crimson. Todd Berglund didn't like that call.
No. Went right by an Edina player. Looks like it could have been touched, but it wasn't touched. He didn't touch it, so I think it's a correct call.
1:23 to go in overtime.
Boy, John, this is when faceoffs are so important.
Maple Grove able to get it out to center. Shot by Bishop, though, back into the Maple Grove end with 1:10 to go. Thomas for the Crimson. Behind his net. Puck comes out to the blue line, onto the stick of Kernan. Here's Kernan, brings it in deep, left side, and Bishop ties him up. We're down to 1 minute to play in overtime. Bishop with it. Tie-ups back behind the play, comes out to center. Along the blue line, Elias playing it up. Kernan chops it ahead into the Edina zone. Down deep, centering attempt and broken up. And here comes Nevers, hoping for one last rush here for the Hornets. Nevers into the Grove zone. It's cut off, carried in by Delaney, turns and fires and one off a skate. Now to 25 seconds to go in overtime. Maple Grove clearing, and it gets past Williams. And this is going to be icing on Maple Grove with 16.8 seconds to play. Off the face-off, Crimson control, Dorhold. Played ahead too far for Kyle Kukin and another icing. 7 seconds to go. Edina will get one more shot to win a face-off and maybe get a shot on net.
So Coach Giles, he's got top guys out. He's got Nevers out there. He's got Jungles. And he's got Malmquist out there. His top three forwards.
Tie up off the face-off. Maple Grove controls. And we are going to end overtime tied up at 3.
And now
if it were a regular season game, we'd say that was a heck of a hockey game. But being a tournament, we've got to have a champion.
So now we go to the ever famous shootout?
Yeah.
Okay, shootout.
So officially this game will go in the books for both teams as a tie.
Okay.
There's no NHL like extra point for a shootout win or a shootout loss or anything. It's just a tie. But again, we need a tournament champion, and so we will have a shootout here. Some fun hockey. Let's look at all of the goals tonight. Maple Grove scoring first at 11:22 of the first period. The goal by Trevor Kukkonen that came on the power play to make it 1-1. Edina ties it. Rebound goal by Kevin Delaney that tied it to go ahead in the second period. A 5-on-3 goal by Mike Borlecki. Maple Grove comes back, ties it. The goal by Kukkonen, by Kyle Kukkonen, then Justin Janicki tucking that one past Laudenhagen, tied it at 3. That tied it at 3. The goal, the second of the night for Delaney. And it'll be tied the last 16 and a half minutes of play now, the last 8.5 minutes of regulation and then 8 minutes of overtime. But there were not for a lack of scoring chances, especially for Edina.
They've came in every way, shape, or form. We've had pretty goals, we've had sneaky goals, we've had all kinds of stuff. And boy, what a tournament Kevin Delaney's had, hasn't he? He's just been really a player, and we've called his name out a lot for Edina. So, and it's been a great game. I mean, we've gone in 3 periods, we've gone to overtime, now we're going to a shootout. And
our first shootout we've ever had in a championship game.
Really?
Yeah.
In the whole history of this tournament? Wow. 16 years. Unbelievable. Kind of sets the stage. It'll be interesting to see at the end of the year, and they look back on what happened here. It'll be kind of interesting to see.
Shots on goal 40-18 for the game.
It will be interesting to go to practice here in the next few days for Maple Grove and Edina to see kind of what they learned and what they got out of this tournament. I think Maple Grove really is going to walk away with a lot of these sophomores are going to walk away with a lot of information and processing, and it'd be fun to sit down with the tapes of these games with those kids and see, you know, what they can see of these games and how they improved.
So here's a test that Hogg or Winicky probably don't look forward to. You don't like penalty shots / shootout shots, but that's where we are. Maple Grove shoots first. Trevor Kukkonen in and scores. He gets the first goal of the shootout. Liam Malmquist will shoot first for Edina.
Nice goal. Had an idea what he's going to do.
Malmquist fires high. And so after one round, it's 1-0 Maple Grove. Trying to go high and out. Here comes Kyle Kukkonen. Kukkonen backhands and roofs it and scores.
Well, the Kukkonen brothers have made their appearance.
Yeah.
What a beautiful goal this one is. Caught him a little bit outside. He didn't get back in quick enough and just shelved the backhander. Just a beautiful play.
Now Mason Nevers for Edina. Nevers, and a save made by Jack Winicky, and that is it. The best out of 3 in the shootout, and the Crimson win the shootout 2-0, and they take home the Turkey Trot tournament for 2018.
Good for Mr. Winicky. The little sophomore really stepped up. He had a tremendous hockey game tonight, too. He made some fantastic saves, and they really needed it. Earlier on, he kept them in this game, did a great job, and he really showed his stuff in this shootout. He held his ground, did a great job against two of the better players in the state. Did a nice job. Congratulations to the Crimson. We had a great championship game here, and went down to a shootout. It was fun to watch.
Handshake line, and what a great championship game we had. And sure, Edina feels, man, we had our opportunities, and they certainly did, but unable to put the winning goal in the net. And they put 40 shots in net. They had 50 shots on goal last night, put 3 in tonight, but they needed that 4th to win this one and bring home another Turkey Trot tournament championship. So Maple Grove wins their 2nd in program history, the first one coming back in 2011. R.J. Wilcox on the ice. He'll present the championship trophy to the Crimson team here in just a moment. Coaches shaking hands. And a great tournament here. A great championship day. Whiteside with a late comeback, wins that 3rd place game. Ties it late in the 3rd period, wins it in overtime. And then Maple Grove here led going into the 3rd period. Edina comes back to tie, and then
we just can't beat 2 overtime games, John, in a championship day. 3rd place in championship. Wow, that was fun.
So now the trophy will be presented as soon as it's announced over the public address here by our own Dave Kaiser. Dahlquist and Trevor Coopton, Tyler Kostelecki coming forward, being a memorable photo with our own Jay Wilcox, suitable for framing, and they will bring home that trophy to Maple Grove Ice Arena and Maple Grove High School. And congratulations to the Crimson on the win here tonight in a shootout. They take at the final score 4-3. We will take a timeout. Jay will come back. He'll talk to a couple of winning players. We continue and wrap up our coverage of the 2018 Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament on CCX after this timeout.
Do you hear what I want? This holiday season, give the gift of self-love with a Simonson Salon and Spa gift card. Manicures, pedicures, facials, massages. Delight everyone on your list with Express to Indulgent Spa experiences. A bonus gift is yours with qualifying in-store gift card purchase. Online gift certificates are also available. Visit Simonsons.com for more details. Oh, what fun it is to give at Simonson Salon and Spa.
Maple Grove, the tournament champions for Turkey Trot 2018, 4-3 in a shootout the final. Let's go ringside. Jay Wilcox standing by with a couple of winning Crimson players.
Thank you very much, John. And boy, what a championship game right down to the end, including overtime, which was a thriller, and then the shootout. And we're joined by a couple of the Crimson. Trevor Kukin, and start with you. And what an exciting game, and what a way to start this season. How much fun was tonight and the whole tournament?
Oh, I mean, the whole tournament this weekend, the atmosphere is great. Fans always come out, and I mean, our students, they come out strong, and it's a fun atmosphere, and it really helps when we win the games like that and end up winning the tournament. So it's a lot of fun.
I guess when you come to teams that most people would like to beat, Edina would be near the top of that list. Is it special to take down a really good team like that too?
Yeah, it's always special, especially a team like Edina with the prestigious school they are, and just always, come out hard against them, but to beat them is something special as well.
Talk about the shootout there. Obviously, that's not something you're going to see, throughout the year very often. But were you pretty confident that you guys would be able to convert a couple like that?
Yeah. Even last year we went to a shootout, and I have trust in not only our shooters, but obviously our goaltender has played well this whole weekend. And that's how it goes. And we came out and we won.
Well, your brother's part of that good sophomore class, which I'm sure you're fairly familiar with because of the family ties. How important were the play of those guys this weekend too?
They stepped up in a big way. I've seen them play their whole lives, and I have confidence in them, and they really showed up this weekend, and it really helped.
Thanks for joining us, Trevor, and enjoy the championship.
Thank you.
And Jack Winicky, stopping 37 shots here through overtime. What was it like tonight to face a lot of rubber and against some really good shooters too?
It was good. The boys blocked a lot of shots in front of me, played good D. So, yeah, good start to the season.
Yeah, you guys, obviously we got 4 good teams coming into this tournament, so you knew you were going to get tested. How big is it to come out on top and get a win in this tournament right away to start the year?
I think it gives us some momentum going into the season, get the boys rolling, just hopefully make it to the X this year, win a state championship.
A lot of you guys have played in some big level games on the way up, but now it's varsity hockey. Is it a little bit different, or what's the feel stepping into the varsity competition?
Yeah, games are a lot faster. Just gotta be more focused and just ready to go for every game.
You guys will have a lot of tests along the way, and I'm sure you're hoping to win some more trophies, but is it a special thing for the program to be the Turkey Trot champ?
Yeah, definitely. It's a good start for the boys. Yeah.
All right, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck the rest of the season here.
Thank you.
All right, Jack Winicky, Trevor Kukin, and just a couple of the guys that played well tonight here from Maple Grove. They had a battle through a tough Edina team. They were outshot by quite a bit, but get the championship win here in a shootout. We'll throw it back up now for some final thoughts to Dan and John.
All right, thanks very much, Jay, and terrific championship day here. A good third-place game, and what a final we saw. But that overtime was about as exciting of 8 minutes as I've called in a long time, and then there was no scoring.
No, there was none, but the action was up and down and back and forth, like we like to say, fire-wagon hockey, back and forth. And, you can't ask for more. These 2 games both went into overtime, and excellent teams, good hockey. Love to watch it. This tournament is something every year, John. It's just one of the best in the state, to be honest with you. It's so fun, and just love being here, and the crowd was here, said the same thing. It shows that this tournament's great to be with.
Great way for us to kick off our coverage of high school boys hockey on CCX. Plenty more games to come. You can go to our website, ccxmedia.org, for more information. That will do it for our telecast tonight. And for Jay Wilcox, Dan Ficken, and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks for joining us tonight. Maple Grove, your Turkey Trot champions for 2018. They win in a shootout 4-3 over Edina.